1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, my name's Brian Coffey. Welcome to my kitchen. Well, I'm not in my kitchen yet, but I'm heading that way. Just doing a little drum practicing here. Anyway, today we are going to use a meat mallet. I'm not going to use this one. This is an antique wooden one. But I'm going to use a mallet to pound some chicken for a dish that's called chicken francaise. Now, chicken francaise is a technique as well as a dish. I use it more as a technique because I have derived several dishes out of it over the last 50 years working in commercial kitchens. And this is one of my favorite things to cook. It's economical. You can easily do it at home. Feed a family of 4 to 6 with one chicken breast. It's truly amazing. So the dish originated back in the 1800s, 1880, 1890, with the first wave of Italian immigrants coming into New York City. That's where it started. So here we are with a technique that's over 100 years old and still used very much today. It is the opposite of chicken piccata, where you dip the chicken in flour and then in egg. So without any further ado, let's get started. Off to the kitchen we go. Don't forget my meat mallet. Okay. Alright, Francaise chicken is a very, very old technique. It's basically 3 ingredients. It's flour, eggs, and chicken breasts. The secret is to cut the chicken as thin as possible. Now this is just one breast. This is a 14-ounce breast, and I am going to make enough chicken francaise to feed a family of 6. And if you look at the price on this chicken breast, it was $2.27. So as you can see, depending on what other ingredients you add into it, you're going to feed 6 people the protein for $2.27. So let's get started. So I've got a couple of different oils here that I'm going to cook it in, and then once I've got the method all done, then I will take the Francaise chicken and make up a variety of different chicken dishes. First thing I'm going to do is cut my chicken breast. Then I'm going to pound it. Now, there's several different kinds of tools you can use for pounding the chicken. I like a rubber mallet. I've had this mallet a really long time. This is your traditional pounding mallet, but this actually works better. So let's get the chicken cut. Take it out of the package. We're just going to cut small little pieces, about 1/4 of an inch. All right, that's my waist. Okay, I've washed and sanitized my board. The other thing I do with my cutting board after I've washed and sanitized it, and I use a very light bleach solution to sanitize everything, and then I like to hit it again with some white vinegar, just so I'm leaving no chlorine on my cutting board at all. So it's nicely sanitized, and then again some nice... Alright, now I'm going to cover my board with film, and then I'm going to take my pieces of chicken and I'm going to place them on top of the film about 1.5 inches apart. This is important because as I pound the chicken, they're going to expand down to about 1/8 of an inch. So I want to leave space for that. Then I'm going to take my film and cover them again so that my rubber mallet does not touch the chicken directly, but is sandwiched between the two pieces of film. Alright, then I pound it. You can see how much it expands as you pound it down to 1/8 of an inch. Alright, that part is done. Now I'm going to take the top saran or film off. Okay, now I'm going to dredge my chicken. See how nice and thin that is, into my sifted flour. You can see every piece of chicken is nicely pounded, nice and thin. And then when I've got about 6 or 8 pieces, enough to cover the bottom of the pan, I will drop them into the egg. And then you just want to flip them over and make sure that they are well saturated with the egg. Alright, now I'm going to check the temperature of the oil and just take a little bit. See how it's just starting to bubble up like that? Alright, that tells me that it's ready. Because you don't want a lot of color. Put them into the pan. Arrange them. You don't want to crowd the chicken either. Alright, then we're going to flip these over. How nice and light colored those are. Okay, and this is the last batch. Alright, now I'm going to sprinkle those with a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm using kosher salt. So all that chicken out of one breast. And we're going to make quite a few different dishes with this. Probably start with a chicken marsala, my favorite for my family. They love the chicken Dijonnaise, which we add a little creme fraiche to, and some Dijon mustard and some wine, a little bit of demi-glace, and some mushrooms. And I will have all these recipes and demos for you to try. But that's your basic chicken Francaise. The technique is awesome. It stretches chicken out, especially right now with the food prices going up so high. This is a great way to feed an economical way to feed your family. I hope you enjoy it.